Big Y, Lifetime Analysis. FamilyTreeDNA's Big Y 700 sequenced test represents an investment, not just a financial one, but an investment in the future of your genealogical research as well as the future of Y-DNA research in general. It is an investment that pays dividends over time. Since it's a sequenced test rather than one designed to look for specific SNPs, depending on your haplogroup and the number of men in your recent lineage who have tested, your results can continue to update for several years. The data extracted from your DNA is run through a complex computer program that analyzes the sequenced reads, determining whether a location is positive, negative, or a no-call at locations along your Y chromosome. Using that information, your results are assigned a haplogroup that equates to the farthest downstream known SNP on that branch. Any variants that are not recognized as having been found in other testers are listed as private variants. Your Big Y 700 results pages on the FTDNA website provide you with all of that information, the variants for which are positive, negative, the ones that have no calls, any private variants, your manchas, and more. Meanwhile, the data from your test has already been sent to the phylogenetic specialist along with the data from all the tests being uploaded at the same time. He reviews the overall results, looking for private variants that match up with each other to become new branches on the Y haplotree, or that may split existing branches, revealing new granularity in a haplogroup. The specialist's analysis occasionally happens before a batch of data is uploaded, but more often it happens afterward, depending on lab volume. Sometimes an individual new result will not contain evidence to support a change to the tree structure. Depending on the number of men in your line who have tested, your haplogroup may change soon after your results have posted, or it may not. There are no guarantees that it will change at any particular time in any particular time frame, and if you're from a paternal lineage or a haplogroup with low numbers of testers, it may be some time before it updates. This is normal. More testers may be required to fill out that lineage and add more SNPs. Our specialist works diligently to keep the haplotree up to date and add as many new SNPs and branches as possible, but his focus is on accuracy and phylogenetic consistency. A SNP must be observed in at least 2 related men before it can be added to the haplotree. From your Big Y results page, you can review your positive, negative, no-call results, along with any private variants that have not yet been observed in other testers. You can view the variant calls in the Y chromosome browsing tool. And if you have questions about your analysis, you may reach out to our Big Y specialist team for assistance. If it's warranted, our phylogenetic specialist can use internal tools to review calls and placements. However, if your results were posted fewer than 14 days ago, we may ask you to wait, depending on test volume, as he may have just not gotten to your branch yet. If the automatic caller labels a location as a no call, our tools can show whether it actually was a no call or not, why it was listed as a no call, what the reason was, and if there wasn't any coverage or if it was low coverage. And a review of that information can determine whether there's enough supporting information to make the call anyway. For example, if it's listed as a no call because it didn't get enough coverage, there are other closely related men with the same low coverage call at the same location. It can be inferred and updated in your results. Remember that once your results are posted, they become part of the database against which all new tests are compared. So until your private variants are all added to the tree, you have the potential to get an updated haplogroup at any time. Now, since the launch of the Big Y test and as the Big Y database has grown, the haplotree has grown exponentially. The haplotree in 2010 fit on a single large poster. The 2020 tree had to be condensed to view at one time. The Y Chromosome Consortium, or YCC, published the first haplotree in 2002, and they maintained it until about 2012, with the last update coming in 2010. During that time, the International Society of Genetic Genealogists, or ISOG, developed a Y tree as well and took up the standard when the YCC support faded away. That first tree 20 years ago in 2002 included only 245 variants on 153 branches, and only haplogroup A through R had been discovered. As the industry grew, the tree expanded, and the last YCC update in 2010 contained about 440 branches and about 935 SNPs. The National Geographic Project's focus shifted from their original STR test to SNPs in 2012, prompting more growth of the haplotree. Big Y was launched in November 2013, with the first results coming in 2014. And in 2014, FamilyTreeDNA, together with the Genographic Project, released the first haplotree update in 4 years, which now included about 6,200 SNPs. Big Y changed that paradigm, though, as that introduction of Big Y in 2014 introduced sequenced testing to FTDNA's large existing database, leading to an explosion of variant data, and the demand for a dynamic, regularly updated tree grew. Big Y 500, which was introduced in April 2018, simply included STRs with the SNP data that was already being sequenced. But the January 2019 update to Big Y 700 included improved technology that sparked huge growth, driven by FTDNA's group project administrators recommending and purchasing large numbers of tests. By the end of that year, the Y haplotree doubled in size, with around 200,000 SNPs and 20,000 branches. Now, more SNPs are added daily than were in the first Y tree, and FTDNA recently passed the 50,000 branch milestone with nearly 470,000 SNPs on the Y haplotree. This graph illustrates the significant growth curve. As impressive as the growth has been, there are still plenty of areas where the tree can expand. So if you're in one of those areas of the haplotree where there's limited refinement, fewer testers, we recommend that you reach out to your STR matches and encourage them to upgrade so that your area of the tree can join in the growth.